Welcome to the Revenge of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge of and more. My name is Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Coral Breeden.
What's up?
And Joe Myers.
Howdy, howdy.
Coral's got a hat on that says, "Make her squirt, not cry."
It's a great motto.
It's a throwback to season 1 of the podcast, where Coral was given a hat that says, "Make her squirt, not cry."
This is the only other hat I have.
Yeah, I know.
What you wearing over there on your feet?
Me?
Yeah.
These are
What are those?
these are some brain dead Oakley shoes that I've never worn before.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen you wear those.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back into the back catalog right now, as you have seen.
Yeah.
Just trying to put things into rotation.
They
Yeah?
look like
What do you think?
inflatables. I kind of like them.
They're kind of cool, I got them forever ago.
They almost look like if Crocs were trying to be mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're like fun. They're like
Are they comfy?
Yeah, they're fine. I didn't think yeah.
Mask.
Yeah, they're fine. It's July now, so you got to be mask. You shouldn't have a problem, Coral.
The asshole.
What?
I was about to take the voice down, but I guess
I don't
not.
think you can any further than that. Yeah, it's the last day of Pride that we're recording this. Thank God.
I know. Get back in the closet.
Although this
We're
month
done.
has seemed like the corporations kind of gave up,
They 100% gave up.
which is kind of nice. It felt pretty good. Like, not to be visually assaulted by Pride from a bunch of straight corporations.
Faux allies.
Yeah, faux allies. I was going to say
Phallies.
phallies.
Phallic.
Fallacies? Phallics. Whatever.
Wow.
Phallies.
What?
That's good.
You like that journey
I liked that.
that
yeah.
we went on? Let's see what's going on this week. Fuck, I should have pulled something up before we started. We have
The live stream?
the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Is this weekend. So we're going to be open from 11 to 4. I didn't tell you guys this, but Joe and I are going to run the store. You can go do whatever the fuck you want to do on Friday.
I'm
I
just
think-
blanking on every. I don't have
I think you
nothing.
and Kenzie have plans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
for
you guys are
Friday.
going to a pool.
No,
No.
they were coming in for part of the day. At least Kenzie is.
Oh,
You were supposed to get a pool.
well, yeah, I know. I was. I did. Whoa.
Whoa. What?
I lost this year.
What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Hello?
Check. Okay, we're back.
You're back.
Sorry, it unscrewed. That's weird. Anyway, yes, I was supposed to get a pool. I was going to get a pool and put it on the back deck, but I decided not to.
That's a if I dare
Terrible
say,
decision. I know, it's a terrible decision.
Mature?
Mark my words, I will one day get an inflatable pool for the back deck. We'll do that someday. But I spent money on other things, which I told you about earlier.
What things?
I don't remember.
Remember, I bought 2 cases of that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
I
talk about it
didn't
later.
realize that was what it was for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's not for that, but I just did that, and that was the thing I did instead of the other thing.
That was literally a thing you told me about like yesterday, 2 days ago.
What?
That you bought that?
No, that was literally like 4 hours ago.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
I'm thinking of something else then.
Jesus Christ! I don't think
another journey. These back-to-back journeys.
I don't think we could be any more vague than that, but it'll all be clear one day. Anyway, you don't have to work on Friday if you don't want to, or you can come in, but you're not gonna get paid.
I'm on salary.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I guess you should come in.
Maybe.
Yeah. What the hell are we thinking?
I don't know.
You are the one thinking.
No, it's
things.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Whatever.
I'll stay
Anyway, we got the 4th of July on Friday. We're open 11 to 4, and then we're gonna fucking do some shit out elsewhere. Afterwards. And then Saturday is store championships for Magic, which I don't know what that means. Jolene's got it figured out. People are going to play Magic.
Yeah.
And then they're going to win stuff,
Yeah.
I guess. And then Sunday is just Lorcana.
Nice.
How did Sunday go for you yesterday?
It's fine.
Yeah?
It's slow Sunday.
Yeah?
But I guess people are out of town for the holiday.
We all left you alone over there. Who knows?
You usually do
Is
that.
there Lorcana?
I don't know.
I actually think it's a blank on the calendar, if I'm not mistaken.
How am I supposed to know? I don't know it.
I love this.
Yeah,
We know
whatever.
nothing.
Whatever. It's a weird month, you guys. There's like a bunch of stuff going on, but like a bunch of stuff not going on. We got Comic-Con coming up. So we're all trying to go to that. So we're like trying to keep it light. We got Lotzilla coming up on July 19th,
Yeah, that's
which is
pretty cool.
Pretty close.
We might have things to announce.
We might have things to announce for that, but we can't talk about it yet.
We
My
just don't
God.
want everyone to get all wet
Yeah.
What?
and then leave them dry. You know
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
don't want to
saying?
make them squirt and then cry.
We don't
you
want
know?
that. Huh? No.
But we got a bunch of other stuff going on too with the other businesses because we're like neck deep in coffee shop mode.
There's no Lorcana on the 5th.
Oh, thank God.
Or on the 8th, excuse me. The 6th? This is hard to read. The 6th.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, we're like neck deep in coffee shop mode. We got a lot of stuff going on with that. We are, I don't know if I can, I mean, the deal is done, but I don't know if I should talk about it quite yet, about the thing that we're doing with that. This is just a bunch of vagaries.
Wow.
Wow.
We're just a bunch of vagabonds.
What is the date that people could maybe start to glean some things about?
Well, we'll post about it.
yeah,
on there.
but give them a little tease.
About what?
When this is going to be
The thing that
happening.
we're doing?
Yeah.
With the coffee shop?
Yes.
Jesus
God.
Christ. On July 12th and 13th, we might be at an event,
Yeah.
a big event where we're doing a pop-up.
Or the what?
The coffee shop.
And destroy.
Okay. And
Yeah,
destroy. Okay.
And destroy. So, and we're partnering up with some really cool people to do some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll
Perfect.
announce it soon. And then we got some other stuff coming up in August that we can't talk about yet either. It's
I
a
hate it
fucking...
here.
it's
Which
a
one
mess.
is it? Which thing is in August are you referencing?
The thing towards the end of the month.
Okay.
Or mid-month, I guess.
Yeah. And then we've already started talking about December, which we don't want to talk about either.
I don't know nothing about nothing. Anyway, what you got going on in your life?
No, I'm
Spill
just trying.
the dish. Spill the
Dish?
beans.
What do you mean spill the
What's going on in
beans?
your life right now?
Whole bunch of nothing. I've been to a lot of Fortnite concerts.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Sabrina Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Is
they
that-
all the same?
Yeah, just the same.
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah.
It's like going.
Wow, you will literally
Yeah.
do anything to not watch Hedwig, huh?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
cheaper than a strip club.
Is it?
Yeah, just sit there and watch Sabrina dance for me. Just
Feel
throw a
like
couple of
you-
V-Bucks.
Wow. V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Vagina bucks.
No, they're
No, they're called V-Bucks.
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 Yeah.
You know that if you played the damn game.
Yeah.
No.
You know
Okay.
what we should maybe do is maybe we should do like a Discord live play thing.
Of what? Sabrina Carpenter cucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you could probably Discord stream that, but
No?
my guess is that it's copyright protected from a live stream, but maybe not.
Hmm.
You know, I've been asked to like live stream while I play, but I think I'd get canceled with 30 seconds in.
Yeah, you can only do it
Yeah.
with your mic off.
Yeah.
Mic
It's like,
off.
well, Coral said the N word and the R word together.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. No, of course not. Of course
No.
not. Let's talk about some gay news.
Got news for you. That means you're gay.
The gayest thing in the news for me that I've been seeing lately is the Bezos wedding.
I don't.
What is that?
The Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez wedding. Jeff Bezos, you know who that is, right?
Mhm.
Amazon, richest guy in the world, blah, blah, blah. He got married to his lady, Lauren Sanchez.
The astronaut?
Yeah, the astronaut. Yep, exactly. They basically rented all of Venice. And they had like a bunch of guests there for the weekend. And it was like almost like an Indian wedding where it was like 3 days of events, right? And then they got married. The wedding was actually on like a private island right off of Venice or something. But it was kind of a big to-do. There was like every celebrity there. The only ones, the big celebrities that people kept talking about were Tom Brady, Sydney Sweeney, Oprah and Gail, Orlando Bloom, and the Kardashians. Those were like the biggest ones they were talking about.
This is like my nightmare blunt rotation.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
all the people I don't want to hang out with.
Yeah, it was just weird. Like they all stayed at like the same hotel, and like the people of Venice were pissed. They were
Yeah.
picketing. There was like all kinds of shit. They were like putting up big banners like on the canal, like get out of
Good
here.
for Venice.
Yeah.
And then they're like mad at him for being like a warmonger or something, or like partnering with the DOD, or I don't know. I don't know all about it, but it's Venice is not happy about it for sure. But that's like taken over the news in my news circle.
Oh yeah,
in TMZ world.
How's that gay news?
Because it's so gay. What
That's
are you talking
pretty
about?
fucking gay.
Yeah, it's super gay.
Who do you pay to rent Venice?
I
How
have
do you
no
do that?
idea. The government. I mean, you're the richest person in the world. You know
Just
people.
throw money at whatever.
Yeah. Apparently, the wedding cost $10 million, and they spent $50,000 per guest.
You know, 10 million really isn't that bad. Some of these Indian weddings are like a lot more.
Yeah, that's
Jeff
true.
Bezos, you need to up it up.
Yeah, I mean, $10 million for him is, that's nothing, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not cool.
No, yeah. The big thing, and this is why it's gay, is it's like terrible for the environment. Everyone took private jets there and like blah, 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 blah. But, they're going to do what they're going to do.
You mean Sydney Sweeney's not flying around in coach?
I don't know, but they were talking about Sydney Sweeney hanging out with Tom Brady, and they're both single now, or also Orlando Bloom, like the three of them were hanging out. So you never know. They're all single. Orlando Bloom also. Apparently he was getting real.
He's single?
Yeah, he just broke up with Katy Perry.
Oh.
Because she's also
Because she's an astronaut now.
But why did he get invited to the wedding? And
That's
she
what I was
didn't?
telling you about a couple days ago. I was like, why is Orlando Bloom at the Jeff Bezos wedding alone? And you told me it's because, or possibly because his Jeff's kids are big nerds.
I mean, that's my guess. That's
But
why
I
he
also-
bought Critical Role.
Yeah, I know. But he's also he's in some Amazon Prime movie that just came out. I don't know. I just imagine that these people are like friends, and then that's how like you get more into the circle.
I've got to be honest. I don't imagine Jeff Bezos is anyone's friend.
No. No. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Everyone
think-
probably wants to be his friend.
What that prenup look like? Has anyone seen it?
No.
No one's talking about the prenup?
I mean, it's got to be crazy.
What do you think the gift bags are? Like just Amazon returns?
Oh no, actually I did read about this. They got special like Amazon robes and slippers or something.
Oh god, that is fucking
Amazon
gay.
Essentials.
Yeah. I don't know if it was that or if it was just like a fancy robe with like an Amazon logo on it or some shit like that. But
Dumb.
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty crazy though. Pretty wild.
Hmm.
And it was like 3 or 4 days of just nonstop wedding stuff.
What do you buy for Jeff Bezos? Does he have an Amazon wish list?
I don't think you buy anything. I think you just show up. Although that movie Mountainhead is coming to mind now, where they just like you didn't watch that. It's a little too highbrow for that.
That would be a great sequel.
Yeah, the Bezos wedding.
Yeah.
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 It would make a good movie, a la The Interview. Where it's like kind of real world stuff, but like I don't know. It was there was lots of images of like I just saw this one right before we started of like Oprah running into Orlando Bloom like out and about as they were doing their morning workouts. We were like, oh hey, Bloom.
She was not on the air by the time Lord of the Rings came out, right?
Oprah?
Was she?
Oh
still
yeah,
on
she's
the
been
air?
on since the 80s.
Well, but she's been off for so long.
Oh
now.
no, she was off in like the 2010s or something.
Okay,
because I feel like the last season of her show was around the same time the OWN network started, and that was in like the mid 2010s, 2012, something like that. But I was kind of thinking to myself, man, Orlando Bloom has like not done anything. But then I looked up, and he's done a few things.
He's done
recently.
a lot, yeah.
Like, well, a lot in general, yes, but like recently, like he was in Gran Turismo and a couple other fucking bullshit things. But he's relevant, I suppose.
Yeah.
What do you think about Orlando Bloom?
Legolas?
Yeah, Legolas.
Legolas. That's all I care about.
Yeah,
I don't like him in anything else.
really? What about Pirates of the Caribbean?
Nah, more of a Jack Sparrow kind of.
Oh.
What if he's the doctor in the Twilight remake?
Is that what?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Carlisle?
Carlisle!
You're thinking Orlando Bloom could be.
What if he's Carlisle?
I'm throwing hands. That's fucking
You wouldn't
stupid.
accept him as Carlisle?
No. He
Really?
would not be a good Carlisle.
Why not?
Why not? List your reasons.
It's Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Reason
That's
number
it.
1, okay.
God, what? And also, what religion? I don't know if this is a religion, but I saw Katy Perry posted a video of him before their breakup,
Yeah.
and he was like doing like the whole with the smoke and meditating in front of it and going num num.
Like Buddhism.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
It's
He's
probably
probably
good.
just
And you want
centering
that to
his
be
mind.
fucking Carlisle?
I mean,
Carlisle's pretty chill.
yeah, he seems like a Buddhist.
He's just out here sucking on 17-year-olds. You
Yeah.
know?
He's protecting them, creating a
He's
family.
walking around. He's walking around hospitals, sucking
That's
on
true.
17-year-olds.
very
okay.
true. Anyway, you got
While
any gay
they're
news?
dying.
No, that was a lot of gayness that you just.
That's
brought
what I'm
out.
telling you. That's what
That's
I'm saying.
crazy.
Do you think there was any gays there?
Ew.
No, I mean, there
Yeah,
had to be in the
100%.
like who did the hair. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, well, there's shitty gays
bald.
also.
Do you want to hear some? Here, I got some tea.
Oh,
I got
Oh.
some tea,
what
honey.
is
Oh.
it?
I got some tea about the
Support
Bezos
it.
wedding. There's two people that spoke out, not against it, but like through shade at the wedding. One, so okay, Lauren Sanchez, like she was on the cover of Vogue in her wedding dress as like her wedding dress reveal that came out like the day of the wedding. I guess I don't know
Yeah.
how you timed that so perfectly, but Katie Couric commented on somebody shared it online the cover.
Yeah.
And Katie Couric was like, oh, big hair and something. I guess tacky is back.
Oh, bitch. Was she holding a cunty little
I
duffel
love
bag? when
that.
She
said
basically
that?
was. She was like, so she called her tacky in her wedding dress.
She
which is
poured it
like-
out.
which was
Whoa.
pretty great. And then yesterday or the day before, there was some big fundraiser thing that Charlize Theron does for her like
For
South
South
Africa thing. And during her speech, she said, "Oh, so these are all the people that weren't invited to Italy." And she goes, "That's okay because those people suck," or something like that. She was like, "Those people suck."
I love
Nice.
the photos from that. That
Yeah,
was fun.
you did.
Yeah.
What did you like about them?
I sent you one with her and Vin.
That's true.
And then
and Vin was looking thick. Yeah, whoa. Vin's like, fuck it, CGI me.
That's
He's like, if we can bring Brian back to life, you can get rid of my jowls.
I can't believe it. I mean, you know, he's older. I mean, do you think you deserve that? But like,
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Like
Yeah.
He's like a trunk.
Maybe he's like, I mean, I think they're done filming
hopefully.
or close to done filming.
We're in this weird.
Well,
we don't know what the
No,
fuck's
because he
going
announced like Brian's I'm coming back if Brian's coming back. So it's like
Yeah.
it'd be weird.
Well, okay, so more gay news subject shift, I should say. Joe and I were debating because Vin Diesel was like, did this big announcement like the finale of Fast and Furious is April 2027, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, wait, is that Fast X Part 2 or is there another movie? Because I thought we were getting Fast X Part 2 in 2026. And so we did a little bit of research and we couldn't really find anything other than on IMDb, it does now say Fast X Part 2 in 2027, which is bullshit because they've been filming it.
They
Yeah.
have been.
And like, it's going to take them 2 more years.
Not only that, it was like a year and a half ago or so that he first said we're bringing it back to LA.
Yeah. And like,
We're gonna.
yeah,
it was like we were gonna finish filming in Los Angeles.
the
was
last movie
thing.
came out like 2 years ago
Yeah.
or a year and a half ago, at least,
Yeah.
you know?
what's gonna piss me off is I'm gonna have to rewatch all of them
Oh,
to remember.
oh, don't even get me started.
The ride will be done though.
Maybe that's probably they wanted to like time it with like some other bullshit. Well, the ride will be long done before 2027. My God.
It's gonna end. It's gonna be out before the end of the year.
Yeah. So anyway, so Vin was like, "Oh, we're bringing Brian back."
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, fine. I bet. Well, I'm sure AI, CG, blah 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 bullshit will be even better by then. So he won't look as weird as he did in the 7th movie. But I wonder how far they're going to take it.
Well, his brother was standing behind Vin when he made that announcement. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Because I was like, is that nope, it's
No,
not.
No.
I mean, I guess we're in an age where like where we have already brought actors back to life for other roles.
Yeah.
So like they did it with what's her name in Star Wars?
Well, they first
Two
I
people
think-
in Star Wars.
Yeah, they first did it with Grand Moff Tarkin, I believe, in
Yeah.
Andor,
Yeah.
in Rogue One,
Right.
and then
Didn't they do it with another actor in one of the other Star Wars movies too?
Leia.
Well, Princess Leia, yeah, they did that in the last Star Wars movie. But I thought there was another person they did it with.
Just
I don't
Star Wars?
think
Yeah,
so.
it's been mostly Star Wars that has done that kind of shit so far. I feel like
I don't think so.
I don't know how I feel about it. How do you feel about it? You don't care.
I mean, well,
I
you're right. I don't. Just give me a good fucking movie.
I think that maybe I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah,
For one thing, because you're not getting a genuine performance out of someone.
yeah.
At the same time,
I think if the family signs off on it, that's one thing. But then it
Mhm.
feels a little kind of weird that the person is like, not able to be like, no.
yeah.
Like I feel like they got to start putting that in their wills.
Mhm.
Like if it's
Yeah.
in somebody's will, like you can recreate me for this role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't Carrie Fisher's daughter though do that? for
Carrie
her?
Fisher was filming at the time.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think when they did her part, I don't think they made her speak or anything, really.
I don't remember.
I think they just put her face on.
which like they've done that plenty before.
Yeah. And also with her, it's a little different because she was making the movie at the time
Mm-hmm.
and they had to finish the movie, much like they did with Paul Walker in number 7. So I feel like that's a little bit of a different situation.
I think it gets dicey when it's like, are we going to continue a franchise with a ghost?
Yeah.
And that's where it's a little like, okay, this is a little.
Yeah.
It feels like they should have just killed off Paul Walker.
Well, the send off was fine. Like he was
Yeah.
like gone with his family. Like they were
Mhm.
cool. We don't need.
Yeah,
it
Brian's still alive doing his thing.
Yeah.
I almost don't, like, as a super fan, I almost don't feel like I need any closure on that.
I don't.
No,
Like we don't need to bring him back.
I think
No.
that's weird to that is weird to bring
Yeah.
him back because
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't even actually die in a final Fast and Furious movie
No,
in the real world. They'll bring you back still.
Yeah, they'll still bring it back.
our family.
Yeah.
But the person who has it just feels like they gave him the sign up. Like,
yeah.
Which is what his brother's doing it. So
Yeah, but they're gonna put his face on his brother.
yeah.
do you think his brother's like, this is for him? Like he would want this?
I don't know. Maybe they'll just like let the brother play him with like a prosthetic on
I
or
doubt it.
something. I don't know.
Maybe just don't acknowledge it. Just let him. Just keep his face the same and nobody acknowledge it.
It's just kind of
Yeah.
like
I don't
maybe he
know.
doesn't need to be the central part of the movie. I don't. The way he was saying it, it makes it sound like they're gonna have a fully CG Paul Walker in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that we are at the point where the technology will look good enough that it'll be fine.
It'll be real close
in the movie. I don't know. I trust them implicitly.
Ugh.
God.
That's all I'll say. What?
Trust them.
You
Yeah, of
trust
course
the
I do.
Universal implicitly.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, where is our Riddick movie? We were promised another Riddick movie.
Yeah, well, because Vin Diesel is too busy. He's basically.
He doesn't look like Riddick anymore.
Yeah,
God,
no.
he's
Too
not
busy
jumping
what?
around.
Do you think maybe that? Okay, so he was at the Charlie's thing, and
Mm-hmm.
he had these big old jowls and huge stomach. Do you think maybe he's bulking and then he's gonna cut?
That's not how.
Is that how it works?
I don't think so,
Not
especially
like
at
that.
his age.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
At his age, it'll take a lot to lose.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll find out, I guess.
I hope he's huge in the movie. just like that.
He's just
Yeah, just
he's
let him
gotta
be a tank.
He's got to be up against The Rock though again,
Yeah, but I don't.
and Momoa.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot Momomo.
Momomo. I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's and Richardson.
and Reacher.
Oh my god, no, because no one's dead.
Reacher's
No one's
fuck-
dead. All the bad guys lived.
Have you seen? I sent you the pictures of Reacher from his
what?
Instagram. Ellen Richardson.
No.
He's so stacked. It's crazy.
Is
It's
the only one
ridiculous.
that's dead is Cypher?
Cypher's not dead.
She's not dead.
Oh my fuck.
She's on the. She's
no
she
one.
got-
No one dies.
Yeah, she's on the. She just escaped the thing to get on the submarine with Godot.
You know who dies? Baby mamas.
That's
Yeah, that's
fucked up.
true.
Hey, I still can't get over
She
that.
can. Maybe she'll come back.
Is she the only one that's dead?
There
There aren't even many of the villains that are dead because
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, the guy that's from the first one that tried to fight Brian.
the fourth one, he was in the fourth movie.
Yeah.
Han's not dead.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Ellen Richardson's stacked.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Good for
crazy.
him.
Oh man, one of my favorite things to do, and I don't do it for very long, but is to jump in if he's singing I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh,
He's
girl.
a singer. He was on American Idol?
Yeah, he was on American Idol back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very funny.
Uh,
You got any other gay news?
Mm-mm.
You got any gay news?
Yeah, it's 25th anniversary.
Of?
Huh?
Oops, I did it again.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
I got an email from Brit herself.
Yeah, how's she doing?
She's
not
not
well.
good.
Oh.
Not good.
God.
She said, "Oops, I did it again."
Oops, I did it again with the knives.
So, are we not gonna get a new single? Like, there's.
I don't think so.
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
think.
go
I don't think they're
forward?
letting her anywhere near the studio.
I don't think she could form actual words.
You know what's crazy is like if she was like, all right, I'm going to be performing, she'd sell out.
Didn't she? Didn't she release a single recently?
No.
No.
She did something.
She did a thing with Elton John.
That was it. Okay,
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
that was like
that's
5
right.
years ago.
not 5.
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that.
It wasn't that long. It was the he did a
duets
bunch
album.
of
Yeah. All right. Well, I got one more piece of gay news then, just on that, because we were also just talking about the fact that they are now filming The Devil Wears Prada 2.
What?
Yeah, they're filming it now
Oh.
with the original cast, all the original cast, including Blunt and
Tucci?
Meryl Streep, Stanley
well, if Blunt's back,
Tucci,
Tucci is back.
Stanley Tucci,
Family.
Anne Hathaway, your girl.
Annie Hathaways?
Yeah, and apparently Kenneth Branagh has joined as Meryl Streep's husband in the movie.
Is it the same husband or is it a new husband?
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't meet the husband in the last
They-
one.
well,
Oh,
but
they,
they were
broke
getting-
up.
They broke-
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's the same.
Oh, do the twins come back?
Oh, my God,
probably.
the fucking twins.
Probably. There was a book sequel. I don't know if it's based on that.
You have that book.
I know.
Gabe.
No, I think I got rid of it. I think I threw it in the used section at the store.
Wait, I'm
Oh.
sorry. What's the boyfriend's name?
Adrian Grenier.
He's not coming back.
I don't think so.
Don't
I
bring
don't
him
see a
back.
reason for
Was
him
he?
to.
What happened with him? You know, we have a regular that from the store that was in the first movie.
Huh?
The guy from Mad Men.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
comes into the store.
he's
Yeah.
one of the friends in the friend group from
Yeah.
all the like 20 something.
He was like the
Oh, okay.
straight friend guy who like was familiar with all the fashion stuff.
he knew all the bags.
He
and,
was
like-
straight?
Yeah,
because him and his girlfriend.
I thought the.
he was just he was
yeah.
just like into fashion as a pastime.
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they started filming today, and it was like they started filming 19 years to the day of when the first movie came out.
Holy shit.
I know, 19 years. Can you believe
Jeez.
that? I can't believe a movie came out when I was only 9.
Mm.
9 years old.
Yeah,
Isn't that
you had
crazy?
to wait to go see that. Huh?
I know. I couldn't see it in the theater. I was too young.
Do you really like that movie, though?
Devil Wears Prada? Fuck yeah.
I love that.
I
a
can watch
great
it over
movie.
and over again.
You're
It's
not
hilarious.
going to Paris.
Yeah.
love it.
Emily Blunt.
She is serving in that.
God,
Yeah.
yes. I love the little outfit changes when she's walking. I'm just like, some people don't like Annie Hathaway, so that's fine.
Is that the?
Yes.
I loved in the echelon of Meryl Streep movies in that time period. I really loved Devil Wears Prada, and I really liked Being Julia.
You know, there was like good B movies.
Yeah.
Neither of those were gonna be anything more.
Yeah,
Like they just knew what they were, and they're like, we're gonna tell this little story.
yeah.
And
I think Adrian Grenier was the boyfriend in both of them. Actually,
oh really?
wasn't he?
I don't know.
The
That would be
boyfriend in Being
Crazy. I do think Devil Wears Prada is the hottest Meryl Streep is.
Really?
The hottest. I love
Yeah?
it. But I think I just have a problem with verbal abuse.
I thought you always. It's called a kink.
Wait, what was that movie called? Julia and me. Wait,
Are you thinking
Julie
about
and
Julie and
Julia?
Julia?
Julie and Julia.
See, I need
That's
that.
the movie.
I don't
not
think
Being
Adrian Grenier
Julia.
was in that.
Mm-mm.
Who was the boyfriend in that?
I don't remember.
Another idiot.
Oh,
I did really like that movie though too.
It was Chris Messina.
Oh, Christmas Scene
He's-
is awesome.
He's they're very similar visually.
Yeah, maybe, but he's got like charisma with like everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have more gay news.
What?
What?
Our boy, oh no, it left me, Army Hammer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was recently on a podcast talking about how he tried to have sex with a guy once.
Oh yeah. He's trying to. He has his own podcast right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to rehab his image away from that whole cannibal thing.
Yeah.
You know. And now he's trying to be like, yeah, I've had sex with men. Blah blah blah.
No, he didn't.
What?
Well, no one cares, Army.
Yeah,
Hammer.
way to go, Army.
You've already torpedoed your career.
The guy that said he wanted to eat people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It was weird. Anyway, this has been gay news.
Got news for you. That means you guess.
I don't have much to talk about outside of the gay news, but I did want to chat about what we've been watching lately because we had kind of an interesting weekend of watching stuff. And I know
Okay.
you haven't been watching anything good, probably.
Sabrina.
But we did a double feature the other night, which was like surprisingly worked
Entertaining.
well
Okay.
together. We watched, and I put it on kind of as a joke. And then we were like, but we watched the Minecraft movie and it was like pretty enjoyable. Actually, it was like not bad, honestly.
I like Jack Black.
It was like,
I like Jack Black.
he was good in it. Momoa was a little annoying in it, but like the story was like a classic, adventure tale, I would say.
Okay.
We didn't get all the inside jokes, but that was totally fine. And then we immediately right after watched Fight or Flight with Josh Hartnett, where it's like Bullet Train, but he's on a plane and it's filled with assassins.
Okay.
And it was a very similar energy, honestly.
Okay.
Of
Yep.
like a wackiness in like a high energy sort of like thing. Only one was like really bloody.
Minecraft.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, the Fight or Flight, it culminates in one of the big fight scenes where Josh Hartnett has a chainsaw
On an airplane.
On an airplane?
Yeah.
How do you get that past customs?
Storage.
It was in
Oh,
storage.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
pretty crazy movie, and it's like a nearly a direct ripoff of Bullet Train.
But like a way
I like
smaller
Bullet Train,
budget.
but on a
Bullet Train's
plane
great
doesn't
also.
make sense.
It's a double decker plane.
It's like one of those first class.
What's a double decker plane?
It's where there's a staircase that goes upstairs, and there's a whole nother.
Those
plane.
are real?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's crazy is the flights we have been on, I've still never seen one.
Yeah, we've been on like Dreamliners, but those don't have second stories.
No.
I don't even know where you would take such a plane. I guess to Australia or something.
Yeah, I think Qantas had some. I actually don't know if they
I
do
think
anymore.
Lufthansa has some, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been on one, but they have. It's kind of like, remember? Well, you probably don't remember. You know your girl Jodie Foster, your people. She was on a movie called Flight Plan.
So good.
That was a
Okay.
pretty good one, and that was like the big debut of that plane, of a double decker plane. I don't know if it was like the first
I don't
double decker
think
plane,
so.
but that
Yeah.
particular movie, it was like the first time they'd shown this plane or something. And it's like there's like first class and there's like a bar and stuff. But anyway, this movie takes place on that, so it's like 2 levels and like 2 first classes and like.
I'm into that. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
learned
yeah.
stuff here.
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah.
And Josh Hartnett's having a real a real
Yeah.
comeback after Trapped.
Ugh.
Trap. After Trap, he's done some other things recently too.
How old is he? We looked it up.
He's 47, I think. But he's
Exactly.
looking good, and
Yeah.
he's got bleached hair in Fight or Flight, and so I'm thinking maybe it's time for me to go back again.
It's weird to have a midlife crisis at 28. But
Yeah. Well,
God,
you got to do what you
lean
got to
in,
do.
you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that double feature was pretty cool.
Which one did you prefer?
Honestly, I think if you boil it down to, I think Minecraft was maybe a better movie.
Mhm.
Like it felt more well constructed, you
Yeah.
know?
The effects were all great
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
There was a lot of holes in Fight or Flight. There was a lot of suspension
there's a
of
chainsaw on a plane.
suspension of disbelief, which is obviously a lot of that in Minecraft. But like, it just felt like things were a bit more of a stretch in that. And
They had less of a budget, 100%.
for sure,
They probably made Fight or Flight for a 10th of Minecraft.
oh yeah,
yeah.
easily.
Have you seen the guy who made Minecraft, his house?
Oh, well,
Fucking insane.
I'm
Because
sure.
it's above the Sharon Tate house.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it's just a big concrete, like,
block.
yeah, which is weird, but like helicopters had to go up there to like drop off everything.
Mhm.
It's
Jesus.
just like, what a shit.
Speaking of Minecraft, I was reading earlier today that there's a group of people that for 4 years have been building a 1-to-1 replica of New York City.
Wow.
in Minecraft, and they're 68% of the way done.
That's crazy.
I saw pictures of it. It's crazy. It's like literally 1-to-1, like down to like street signs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you played Minecraft?
No,
I have dipped my toe in because my nephew played it, but
I do not get it.
it's just not for me.
Nope.
Yeah. Isn't it's like it's just crafting and building.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, I hate crafts. Like any type of craft, I hate it.
Really? You don't like games where you do crafting?
Mm-mm.
Really? It's kind of fun when you get to like level up your guns.
What do you mean?
Like in
Your
games where
crafting
you're
gun?
like crafting where
I
you
don't.
like
I don't do that. Like Fortnite used to have an option where you could like change scope and blah blah blah. Nope,
really?
hate it.
But what if you can like level up?
I'm not there to read and learn. I'm there to shoot things.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. So we watched those two things. Did you have you watched anything lately that you?
Yeah, I did.
What?
Yeah, fucking sinners.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
forgot.
This is a hot button topic, you guys. So buckle up.
Everyone's about to cry and not squirt because sinners is fucking stupid. Like, what do you mean?
Okay. You got 60 seconds to give us your hot take. Go.
It's bullshit. Okay, the music numbers are way too fucking long. He's in the barn, and that's what's calling the fucking Irish vampires. Get fucked. There's literally a lady on the bar fucking twerking. There's no fucking backstory. It's just like Haley Seinfeld. Everybody was talking shit and was like, oh, her husband needs to get her in check. She didn't fucking do anything. What do you mean? I thought it was going to be some little vampire, like, no, nothing. And I don't think of it as a vampire movie. Then don't give me goddamn fucking vampires.
Whoa! I'm gonna stop you right there. That was
60
like
seconds.
40 seconds.
Mad.
The thing is, though, that I feel like the movie is perhaps a bit more nuanced than you're used to. And maybe you missed a bit of the.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, perhaps you missed a few things.
What do you like? What do you? Let me
Listen,
breathe. What do you like about it?
Listen, I don't think by any means, like, I personally don't think Sinners is like the greatest movie ever. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do think it was cinematically interesting and like a cool movie. I also like the fact that it was an original story. I think all the things you are listing are wrong.
Okay.
I thought there was a lot of backstory. I think you had to get it you had to work to understand it. I think that the musical numbers kind of like made the movie because that's where you like get a lot of that backstory.
Okay.
And I don't know what else.
I will say one of the cooler concepts that I've seen in that is growing up, I went to a lot of like Irish history courses and stuff, very tight in that community. And one of the things they talked about when you were taking like Irish music was how integrated it became in America with black music. And so it was interesting to see that, you know, Irish people never had it nearly as bad as black people did. No slavery. There was some organized shit that made it really difficult for Irish people, but they got by all right. But their communities had a lot of overlap that you don't see very often in other places. And the fact that the music was a common language between the two communities in a way. So that's where it was interesting to see that play out again in a different medium that I've not heard of people discussing in like 25 years. So that was interesting to me.
Yeah, and like seeing the music being like transcendent, where like it was like traversing space and time to like bring all these things together. I thought that was interesting.
Okay. Yeah,
What?
No, you're right. You're entitled to your own opinion.
How many edibles did you eat before you watched
None.
it?
I haven't done that anymore since I had that bad experience. I've told you that.
Okay. Okay, fine. How
And I'm
many espresso martinis did you have?
No one's making those for me anymore, so none.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Either way, it's not a movie that I think I'll probably ever watch again.
No.
You know, like I enjoyed it. We saw it. We saw it at the Vista. It was the first time I've ever been to the Vista, but we saw it there on film, which was another experience where it was like, I probably didn't need to see that on film.
I think the real big thing was the IMAX.
IMAX, yeah.
I think it would have been better if I saw it in IMAX because I don't like how I don't know how to say this without me think. How the black people looked on screen, how they were shot.
Oh, okay.
I don't like.
Was it too dark or
a little bit? Yeah,
that
it's
might
like,
have been a projector issue for sure.
okay, because I was like on the TV. I was like, I want to see you more.
Oh, was
She
it the
watched
TV?
it at home.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it at home. So
Oh.
how it was like everyone who saw it, who is trying to tell me that I'm wrong because I'm not, saw it in theaters.
Literally everybody.
Because
there is probably a setting on your TV that was
Yeah,
a
you
little
probably
off
have
then.
it set wrong or something. This is on you.
That's not a me digging, but if there's someone who knows how to shoot black people for film, it's other
Ryan
black
Coogler.
TVs. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I didn't know. I was just like,
Yeah.
it just did not look right on my TV.
Yeah.
And so that made me mad. But it was also boring as fuck.
Whoa! How? What?
It was so boring.
What are you talking about?
The best part, well, I don't know. I don't even know what the best part was. I guess when it ended. But
Jesus.
and also you go through all that, you get shot in the gut at the end and just like, that's it? You pussy? Like, what do you mean?
I don't even remember.
Because it's not worth remembering. And then I try to go down this hole, and then I read something that says about when it's talking about Irish people, then redheads, and how black people and redheads are basically black people.
I did not read that thing when it was coming out and making the rounds. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't speak to that, but
Yeah.
Scott literally told me that yesterday.
Well,
He was like,
Scott's
"We're
a
the
little
same."
crazy.
And I was
I
like-
think, honestly, though, I think this opinion you have of this movie is a very Scott Roberts take to have, because he usually hates all things that are good. For
It was a musical, and it should have been
poor
advertised as
reasons.
that.
There was like one musical number,
There
and it
was
wasn't
not
even,
one musical number.
and it wasn't even a musical number. It was just somebody singing in a bar.
They were
Well,
not.
there
They
were
were
more.
singing in the car, singing in the barn, singing in the field. Shut the fuck up. Start blood sucking people. Goddamn.
Wow.
Also,
Okay.
and they're pussy ass vampires.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? You get bit, and then it's I can't. It did not make sense at all. It did not. And whenever the ending of the movie where they see him again was Sammy, and he lays the dollar down, and it's fucking giant rings that were like, what did it say, playa? What is that?
no, it was
His name.
Stack.
Stack?
Yeah.
Same thing. What?
Because it was like the 90s or whatever.
But
The
it's also-
80s.
I think it's Michael B. Jordan that I just can't.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
I did not know he was a twin.
Have you?
He's not.
I know, but in the
He's-
movie, I was like, why are there
I
two of them?
100%. I actually didn't know that until right before we went to see it.
Have you said this opinion out loud to other people outside of
Who am I else am I going to talk to?
us? Like, you told Kenzie, obviously she thinks you're wrong. You told us. Who else?
Who else am I going to? No, I don't have anybody else.
Do you
This
just
is it.
sit in the cuck chair while Sabrina dances, yelling at
Yeah.
Sabrina about
Yeah.
Sabrina
sinners?
tells me I'm right.
I just want to know how many people now think you're an idiot.
Now? It's not just happening now.
Did you tell did you tell anybody else this or no?
No.
No? All right.
I will, though. I'm going to
I
be
mean,
on
this
live.
shit's gonna
She's
go
gonna make t-shirts.
Yeah.
this shit's gonna go
Sinners was wrong.
fire. Once this is out, people are gonna be like, "What?"
That's not true.
Yeah, I mean, I think the vast majority of people think Sinners is like the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, and that's what pisses me off. It's not.
maybe the problem is you.
Okay.
Did,
Like, I've not heard that a million times.
Did you hear
It's fine.
they're doing a is it a prequel
Of what?
of Sinners
Oh,
with the vampire hunters?
is it a prequel or a sequel? I can't.
I
remember.
With the
think it's a
vampire
prequel.
hunters? What do you mean?
The Native American vampire hunters.
Yeah, remember the show?
Oh, the 2
Comanche?
seconds you see.
Listen, Coral likes her vampires white and sparkly.
If you're not glittering, get the fuck out of here. God.
Wow.
You know, I did hear a rumor we're not going to get Lestat until 2026.
What?
Fine.
I know.
What?
It's fine.
Well, they tend to announce at Comic-Con, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think that we're getting a Telemasca miniseries before then.
Mm.
I missed that series.
What else have we been watching? Well, we finished our Noah's Ark binge. We talked
Woo!
about that last week.
Woo!
We finished the new movie, all that shit.
Noah's
Great.
Ark, I'm in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more.
I want more too. It's great. It's really good.
All right, I'll look at
I
it.
got to find out what's going on with Alex and Terry.
Yeah. They killed off one of the characters in the movie. It was
Whew.
pretty crazy. But
Spoiling it?
But it was like
A little. There's. I mean, we're not saying who. But
yeah, but it was like you didn't know they were dead because they were talking to their ghost. It was like a whole thing.
What?
It's pretty
yeah,
funny.
it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It got us. We were like,
Yeah,
whoa.
whoa. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The movie and the show is just enjoyable.
It was a fun time.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, so we binged all that, and then we started watching Squid Game 3, which
I
is
just
out
started
now.
the second one last night.
The second episode?
Second season.
Oh, really?
I thought that we were on second season.
The second season,
This is
it's kind of
This was a botched delivery.
Yeah, because they did like it should have been a long second season, but they split it into like a shorter second season and a shorter third season.
Yeah.
And then they released them within months of each other. But the problem we have,
They also announced it was a 2-part season 2.
right?
What?
They said it was going to be season 2 broken into 2 parts, and then
Now it's season 3.
now it's season 3.
Yeah, but yeah, we started watching it last night. We watched like 2 episodes. It's just like I just want it to be over. It's just like it's fine, but they just string it out so long. Like everything takes forever.
It is a series that I do not understand why people are so enamored with it.
Yeah.
It's
well,
fine.
season 1 was great, but season 2 and 3 are just so slow.
I keep going back and thinking like, man, I wish this was Battle Royale.
Yeah. We're watching Ironheart. I think we talked about that last week. They dropped the first 3 episodes last week, and they're dropping the last 3 episodes this week. But it's very queer, and I think people are hating on that because it's getting kind of review bombed. But like the critic reviews are good.
I think for one thing, it's what else does this happen with? This happened with another Star Wars or a Disney.
I mean,
thing.
the Acolyte, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel.
People just do not like
ladies,
minorities.
Queers.
It's such a weird, like, just let someone have something.
They definitely took, like, Ironheart definitely took some big steps because there's a trans character in the crew, and then there's like a drag queen character in the crew, which it all works thematically, and they don't make a point of it. But the slug character, the drag queen, I guess in the comics they're like a big dude.
Oh,
like a sluggish dude. But it's like whatever, you know.
I really don't care about any of that. Just make a good fucking
I think
show,
it's entertaining.
good movie.
I'm in it. There are some. I don't know anything about Ironheart. Ironheart came out at a time that I was not reading comics. I just knew that there was a young black equivalent for Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then going into that, with that being the only thing I knew about this character, she's kind of great. She has awesome energy.
The actress is really good. It's executive produced by Ryan Coogler of Sinners fame, but also of Black Panther fame.
Yeah.
Which Black Panther?
Both.
Fruitvale Station.
Yeah. Creed. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, can you take me?
No, not that Creed.
That's the white one.
What's the Black Creed?
The boxing movie.
All 3 of them.
That's you like that?
No, Ryan Coogler only did the first one.
I haven't seen any of them.
Don't.
I've never seen any of them either. Michael B. Jordan actually directed the third one.
Yeah, you can fucking tell.
Jesus.
Anyway, Ironheart. Ironheart was actually created by our friend Brian Michael Bendis.
Oh,
he was
Mr.
at
Bendis.
Block Party last year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ironheart's good. We have not started watching The Bear season 4 yet. I'm kind of like dreading it a little because everything I've read is that it's fine. You know,
I started the first season.
The first season and the second season are great. The third season's fine. I don't
really
know.
like the third season. I like the whole thing. It is
tough.
It is tough to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
It's an energy, and it's like, I don't know. Right now, I'm in a Noah's Ark, fucking making our way through Squid Game. I don't want to throw something else on top of that.
Well, we're watching Smoke now, also.
Ugh.
Which is fine. Smoke is Taron Egerton. It's an Apple Plus show.
Oh.
He's like an arsonist,
Journey
investigator. Journey Smollett. It's pretty good.
Did we talk about the Predator, Killer of Killers?
No.
We haven't seen it.
I was like...
Someone doesn't watch animated movies.
Okay, I was going to make an exception and watch it, and then I saw that it was an anthology.
Yeah. It's
which
like
I hate.
Is it like 3 or 4 stories?
It's 3. But I don't like the third one.
Okay.
Because it
Is it
has
the samurai one or the black? Is it a black one?
Does it have vampires?
Yeah. Is it vampires?
It's like it has a similar like Sinners vibe.
Okay.
Okay.
Like in the car and blah blah blah. I was like, fuck this. But so I probably should rewatch it. But pretty good. The animation's fucking bomb.
I will watch an animated, okay, if it's Spider-Verse, whatever. I'll watch it, but then it got me an anthology. I hate anthology stories. I hate it.
You literally watch anthologies on YouTube all the time. They're just broken up.
That's different. That's different.
How?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
I will say I do not like how everything came together. If they would have done an hour long of like a samurai story and then like the fucking Viking bitch, loved it. Just make those 3 hours. I love it. But yeah, and then they brought that other shit. But you should watch it.
Well, we'll see. We'll get around to it.
He
It
won't
took us
watch
like
it.
4
Probably
years
not.
to watch
No.
Prey, so we'll see.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
I know.
Yeah.
God.
Well, even though it was a woman. See, I can do the same thing you do.
What do you mean? When have I ever said, "Oh, it's a man"?
No, I mean, you're doing it about sinners in the last part of Predator.
Because it's Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, was he in
No, but
Predator?
it reminded me of it. It doesn't matter.
Jesus Christ?
Don't make me out to be something right now.
Anyway. Anyway, this next segment is called Coral's Corner.
Ah. God, I want to talk about the show I've been watching,
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
and it's fucking gay. Queer Ultimatum.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus. The ultimatum queer love.
Yeah,
Do they have an ultimatum not queer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never hear anything about that one.
Did y'all watch the first season?
No. We don't
watch
watch reality
clips.
TV.
You should actually. It's fucking insane, and I don't like reality TV. Not really, but the first season, chaotic. They have this big titty bitch. She's great, and it's just whoa. It's a complete shit show. This second season, I hate being gay.
Yeah.
I've said that so much, but you watch this show and it's just like, y'all are welcome.
Wow.
I just wanna
Is there
say-
a lot of lesbians in this show?
It's only
It's
lesbians.
only lesbians.
Why would I watch that?
Because it's fucking stupid.
Oh, because you're gonna watch a bunch of gay dudes give each other ultimatums about being married.
Yeah, that's true. They're not going to do
This
that.
is the one-
That's not.
This is where I want you to watch it so we can talk shit about my people.
All right.
My
Well,
culture.
now that you say it like that,
Because they're so stupid. And it's like the whole U-Haul thing, they're doing it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the girls that gave the ultimatum.
can you give me a rundown of what the show is, what the concept is, real quick?
Okay, yeah.
For those of us who don't know, including myself.
It's couples that have been together and then one person wants to get married, the other person's not sure. And so they're like, all right, we either get married or we're done. And so they go to the show and then they see all the couples that are going through the same situation. And then for 3 weeks, they will pick a partner and do like a trial marriage.
Mm.
And after that, it's just like, is that something that you want? Which is, the concept's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same as like Temptation Island?
No, Temptation Island, they can't fuck.
What?
Isn't it Temptation Island is
That's
the one
Love
where
Island.
No. There's one where they can't have sex.
No, that's another one. But
'Cause-
I feel like there's another. Whatever.
Hot take.
Yeah,
Okay.
Over island reality shows.
I know.
100%. I cannot keep any of them fucking
I
straight.
know. We've actually gotten to the point of MILF Island a la 30 Rock and surpassed it in stupidity.
I at least know what MILF Island is.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Where?
Well,
Where?
it's MILF Manor is the
MILF
show.
Manor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You've not watched MILF Manor? I'm pretty sure we talked
It's on
about it the
HBO.
pod.
I have to, what?
Yeah, like last year. It's
I don't know
not,
about MILF Man. I
there's
know
so
Farmer
many
wants a
trashy
wife,
reality
but-
shows that are just dumb. They're all just cash grabs.
Yeah.
What you know what I also don't get is why we have a popular show like the Squid Game reality show that isn't immediately ready to film another season.
I know they should. Well, because their networks are scared, so they don't prep for a season 2. They want to.
It was like the highest rated reality show on Netflix ever.
I know, and then we get shitty knockoffs like the Mr. Beast show.
Ugh.
They just throw money at it and knock it off, and then whatever. Anyway, tell us more about Queer Love.
It's stupid. It shouldn't exist.
Is it coming out weekly or is it like all dropped?
There's like 3 more episodes, but that come out July 2nd. So then we'll
okay.
finish it.
Did you ever watch The Circle?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh God.
I thought it
I
was
like
like,
The Circle.
Yeah, we like The Circle.
yeah, but it's not that much drama for me. Like I want to like yell at the TV.
Sure.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Because it's what I was saying, the women that gave the ultimatum go in and then they all like pick their partners and whatever. And they're the ones that end up fucking someone else while their other partner's trying to be good. And I'm like, Okay. And then they're mad that they didn't fuck. And it's just like, what? It's stupid. Please watch it.
So, what you're saying is there's a whole lot of scissoring.
Which is not real if you watch the video I sent.
I saw that.
Yes.
What is the thruple show? What was that?
Oh,
3
God.
to 1, double to couple.
Couple
Couple
to
to
thruple?
I don't know.
Was that
We
it?
watched that.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, if they did that, it'd be perfect. Like, it would make sense.
I don't think lesbians can do that.
I know.
Too many boobs.
Not
Too many juuces.
can't
Nobody
have
knows
enough
what to
juice and
do.
boobs.
Plumbing can't handle that.
That's double the teen. What do you mean?
Jesus.
Mhm.
All right, maybe I'll check it out. I'll put it on my list, my ever-growing list of things to watch.
Just put it on in the background while you're making your fucking tilapia.
Uh,
And then
Speaking of queer love, I read just yesterday that there's a lesbian bar opening in WeHo
Yeah.
called Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on. It's right next to Fiesta Cantina.
I think there's another one in Echo Park that just opened.
Well, it's right next to Fiesta Cantina, and they took over the two. There was like a pizza place and then another spot next to it, and they are turning both of those into like the big
Sushi,
bar.
right? Who's the sushi place? Was
Yeah,
right there.
which is why now it's going to be a lesbian bar. But the owner is like, she's a rager.
Yeah.
what do you mean, Rager?
She's a big old, I can't say the word, but you can say the word.
Dyke.
Yep.
BD, baby.
She got a big old ring of keys.
Yeah, she's
Really?
like, hey,
I don't know.
she's got
that
like
type of
she's
guy.
got like shaved head with like a faux hawk.
Yeah.
You know, her name's Bernie.
Bird? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Here for it.
Your mom's name is Bernie.
Her name is Bernadette.
There you go. And she's like, I saw a video that she posted like a couple days ago that she's inside and it's like fully like a construction zone. Like there's trenches in the ground and like it's just four walls. And
That's just what it is, right? You get you go in, you get a shot, and you get to
That's
go
it.
dig a hole.
yeah, you dig a hole and you get to
Honestly.
operate some machinery.
Perfect lesbian bar.
Yeah.
Here's a shot and a
No,
hammer.
but then it's like and then it says like eyeing a August opening. I'm like, bitch, I don't know if this is your first time doing construction, but you even haven't done any of the plumbing.
What
or
do you
the
mean? You get
electrical.
40
You don't know when the
lesbians
photos
together?
were
Yeah.
taken.
No,
We've
I
been
mean-
on that shit before.
No, it was like a video. Like, hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on the progress. It was like a couple days ago. I don't know, but anyway, it's called Sweetwater. It's probably gonna not look great on the inside. But
No.
Add it to the list when we go out and do our party hopping next year for Pride.
Yeah.
It's not you think it's going to be open still?
Highly doubtful.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what rent costs like must cost on Santa Monica Boulevard
no idea.
in that strip.
You'd think it'd be a lot.
Yeah, she must be really rich. You should meet this girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No.
know?
God, that's gross. I don't want to go to that. I'll go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I'll do the WeHo hop.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
gonna
do the
be
WeHo.
like Goldfinger.
We'll do the WeHo mark.
Although I don't think it's possible to have like an exclusive bar in that strip of West Hollywood because it's all just like 20 somethings partying and like bachelorette parties and shit like that. I don't think there's going to be like a lesbian bar. I think if you want a lesbian bar, you got to be out over here.
No, it'll be a lesbian bar.
I mean, it can say it is, but it's going to be filled with all
I think a
kinds of-
lesbian bar would do better over here than it would out there.
Yeah.
I think there is one in Echo Park now. I think I saw that.
Well,
the other
Ruby
day.
Fruit.
No, it's like a bar,
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, there's like a lady sports bar. Oh, no. That's,
yeah, the lady sports bar one.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a gay bar.
They show the fights? What?
I think that's the idea. They do. I think it's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I think the idea is that it's all like WNBA. Is like that's all their priority.
Volleyball.
is sports where women are participating. So I think it's going to be like
Okay, well,
UFC probably for the title fights with the ladies.
mm,
I bet they do UFC anyway. I can't imagine there's a bar
Yeah.
that can't get away
You
with.
should have hung out across the street during
Wow.
that fight. They were hooting and hollering over there.
hey,
Yeah,
I don't
not,
blame them.
Not those guys. Those guys.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame them. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
No.
Woo! First round knockout. Boot. Oh, the Matador.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, this has been Coral's Corner. I had to get us out of there before we started talking about UFC.
It's okay. There almost was a
Scary.
fight in the store.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
almost beat the shit out of Alex.
Really?
Yeah, he came over and he's like, "Hey, this T-shirt is for this person over here." I was like, "What person?" And he was like, "The really like buff chick in the corner." I said, "What?" I said, don't talk to me like that.
And so you threw her out.
Yeah, I was like, get out of here.
She was probably buffer than you.
Go back to Sweetwater.
Go, yeah.
Get out of here. Go back.
Go back.
Anyway, this has been our show. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.